Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new painting tutorial, and this time I will keep talking about fur, and I will do black fur like a Black Panther. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use is Abaddon Black. We are going to use a deep blue. In the case I will use Necron Abyss, that is a very old blue that I have, and then I will use McVeigh blue. I expect with these blues to do. In case I need a little bit lighter, maybe we can use Calgar blue, but I expect to work with that blue. So the first thing, I put my colors on the wet palette, but yeah, we are going to start doing a base color with Abaddon Black on the fur. So I will start with that. As usual, you want to go thin. Yeah, I know that I primed this in white, but it's because I primed them all at the same time. So we are going to try to imitate here the fur of a Black Panther. Black Panthers are really black, so they don't have any other color. So here I just forget the flash, I'm trying to remove it. Okay. So as I say, panthers are really black, and they don't have white spots or greenish, and normally it's a challenge. What I look for a picture where that there is some I can see the highlights, and this can be blue because in a way if the fur is clean, the animal is healthy, the fur will be a little bit satin as the hair it is, and will reflect a little bit the blue of the sky normally. So this is why we are going to highlight in blue. So I will try to do that on this miniature to show you how I will do this, and I hope you find this interesting. So I will first apply the black as a base color. I know that some people prefer to start with the blue and then wash it with black. I will do layering in the case, so I will do just layering from black going up to the blue. As I said, we are going to use two tones of blue. One is an all color, I don't know what is the reference today, it's called Necron Abyss, and the other one it's Calgar blue. Okay, so it's McVeigh blue, sorry, McVeigh blue, the darker of the two. So So I will apply the base color, and I come back once it's applied and we start doing the highlights. Once the black has been applied and it's still fresh, as you can see, I did not let it dry, we are going to start applying the darker blue. And we are going to start, you will see that it will pop up very easily, but as the black is still fresh, it will blend quite easily. And we are going to have this, we want to have this blue a little bit tone, but not too obvious, and this is going to be the difficult part, how to make it look black and not blue. Okay, so the objective is to do highlights, but you want to keep looking black, you don't want it to look blue, right? So we are going to start applying a little bit more. We start with these muscles here, okay, and we want to apply like that, just some highlight, and we let it fade on down. The same I will do here, for example. Okay, so I apply, you can see I apply from the top, and then I go down like it, let it in, fade out, sorry. I cannot talk today. We can take a little bit of the lighter blue if needed. I just took the lighter blue in case it's needed. We are going to work later. So we want to just apply a little bit of the blue. I will go to the parts that are already more drier. If it's too fresh, it's difficult to work. So we have, of course, we want it to blend, but we don't want it to be too fresh, because if not, it's going to be difficult. And the paint, the blue is quite thin down. Okay, we want to avoid that it's looking blue really. So we just want this blue tint on the black, but we don't want to look, so we want the fur at the end looking black and not blue, right? So
So we are going to apply, for example, here. And I'm not cleaning the brush between taking the blue or the black. I take the, maybe this, I'm just going now to the blue. Okay. Then with the black. So we want to put a little bit of blue tint here. Okay, but you don't want it, you only want the black to be the main color, right? Here at the top we are going to apply a little bit of blue, as you can see. We are going to follow this shape, but as you see the black is very very deep, so it's just a little bit of blue tint I'm mixing. We're going to put a little bit more here, and then I take black. Okay, just one. Really, to give just a small touch. Here that is so evident, I will go with almost black and touch it. Here I miss a spot, I will cover now. That's the musculature of the other leg. So we are going to apply a little bit here. I'm just using now the darker blue, the Necron Abyss blue. And as you can see, when I start doing the highlights, I change to a smaller brush because I want to have better control on where I'm applying this blue. Okay. For example, this is the part that we want to highlight. Right. It's just to give this sensation of blue, but not too much. No. Okay, there. I'm going to take a little bit more blue again, put it on the top. The challenge is I don't know how much of this is picked by the camera. The camera have more problems when there is low contrast. It's difficult for the camera to pick up what we are doing here. I hope you can see in the camera the blue tint. Sorry if it's not too visible in the camera. So we are going to apply a little bit here. Okay. And this is just a mythological animal in Age of Sigmar. So if you want, after doing really deep fur and deep black fur, you can start making like a constellation on top of the fur, or stars or dots, to make it look like celestial, because at the end this is a celestial animal in the Age of Sigmar mythology. So this can be also a good base to do other type of work. So we are going to apply this here at the back, and if you want to keep it bluish to simulate more the sky, this is also good, I guess. At the end, this is the advantage of working with fantasy animals, that you can do what you want at the end. So we'll keep a little bit of, I'm just now pinpointing the muscles here in the leg. Okay. We are going to apply a little bit here on the pose. Okay, and if once you see that the blue is too evident, we are going to later on apply a little bit of black
glaze to smoothen. I will keep here. I'll show the side of the knee, and here we are going to show this muscle. Sometimes it's good to make some more contrasted lines to show that the musculature, because this will show that this animal is really a hunter with a well-developed musculature. Right. So what I'm doing now is just pinpointing some of the most important parts of the musculature and adding a little bit more of blue. Okay, and yeah, I know that I go from one side to the other is because I like to see how it's looking like, and I then work on the part I think it's missing. Here I missed this part before, so we are going to put here on this side of the paw. The nails, I will do them with grace, so that way you can have contrast between the nails, or have to say the claws, and the actual fur. Okay. So as you can see, it's just a matter of very soft applying this ibis blue, and when the blue is too evident and you think it's coming too bluish, you go with black and just bring back, so eliminate so tone back, yeah, just go over and glaze with black to reduce the bluish tone. Okay. And at the beginning will be difficult and you will almost not apply blue. Once you have more blue, you will see evident where the blue is working and where it's not working, and then where you will need higher contrast and where not. Okay, but at the end, if you just leave it black, will be very boring. Just by adding this blue will be more interesting. Okay. And this is why I prepared the other blue, because I know at the end we will need the lighter blue to do some really interesting accents where the fur will, especially in the back, will reflect more the sky. Or where we want to have more highlights, I have to say. Okay, I will take a little bit of black here, then I put some blue. Okay, so now it's looking quite good. I will not do too many highlights on the bottom. But just we need to do a little bit to make it, to break a little bit the monochrome blue, black, sorry, and to give a little bit of depth also to show up a little bit of the details, especially in this method, this jumping. If your method is more standing on the ground, you can avoid almost the bottom. You also can try to highlight with browns, but I was looking pictures of the Black Panthers and they really look black in the pictures. Not too much,
So what I mean is the fur is not really greenish or is not really taking any other tonality. It's pure black. And this is the challenge on this. Here I'm going to put a little bit of the blue just to show, especially in the back of the tail. And if you want to make it more interesting, you can do, for example, the tail, the end of the tail on another color, like white, something like that. The feathers I will try to go for a different color, of course, to break a little bit with the black. And now I'm going to start using the lighter blue, it's the macrage blue, if I'm not wrong, to do really some more extreme accents. Okay, this will just applying very little pressure. We apply this lighter blue on strategic points. Okay. Strategic points can be, for example, here. To show the musculature. I'm applying very little pressure when I'm doing that. It's almost like when you do dry brush, you try to do it very, very soft. So this is the same type of control I try to have here. The paint is also very thin. In the way that I can make it almost transparent. Okay, so for example here we are going to just put it here. We are going to do this will make putting this lighter blue. What does is to make the other blue look black. It's tweaking the A because you are adding something that is really blue reflecting, and will automatically your A will see the deep blue that we applied before as black. Here, for example, we can add a little bit here. You see that this is too much, of course. And now we let it fade out. Let's put here on. So you look for where is the stronger musculature of this, of the animal, and you just highlight the points that you think should pop up. And you see, there for example I forgot before to do the highlight with the other blue, so
So I will do no. Okay. And then we are going to apply the lighter blue. Okay. I'm using all the darker blue here. I'm ready to do this back. Okay. Okay. And I think I will not do too much more on this miniature. Here I realize that I don't like where I put this highlight, so I will eliminate first. I will do it a little bit more lower. Go more on this position. And if you want to really blend, I highly recommend to use a wet palette. I was doing before blending with a wet palette, and yeah, each time now I want to blend, I just put the colors in the wet palette because it's really helping a lot. Sometimes I'm lazy and I'm not doing that, and then I regret. Okay. Here I will follow again the Muscola but with darker color. Once you start applying the lighter color, you will see that it's when you really start. And I will say that this is good. I will call it here, I think. Because you don't want to go too bluish. I want it really to look black. And I think now we have a good compromise between having the light highlight and not looking too blue. Okay, so this is how I will do black fur, like a Black Panther, but also can be used for a black wolf. A black wolf will go more with greenish highlights than bluish. I think this works very well for Dark Panther. I have seen pictures in internet and they really look black and the hair is a little bit satin, but they are very dark. So I will leave it here, and once we do the rest of the miniature we'll look
yeah, everything will look better. That's all for now. I hope you have find this tutorial this week interesting. Working with black is not easy, and it's not easy to show in camera neither. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you better. But this is how it looks like. Okay. So I hope this was interesting for you. Please give a like if you have liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tutorials. And that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.